So before starting today's class, we will have a discussion regarding our yesterday's class. So yesterday we had simply discussed the solution of the exercise of NCERT book. Already we have discussed the problems and all the chapters, even the whole books we have finished as per the syllabus of NCERT book. And sound chapter also have been completed, which was not in syllabus, but we have completed that. In the examination we will simply neglect it. So you have to complete your note copy by or up to Friday. I had just warned you yesterday because on Saturday you have to prepare for the Sunday test. So again I'm going to start my today's class. So just see, today I am present in physics laboratory. Okay, so I think we have also performed all our experiments. We have written in the practical note copy. So one more practical is left. I think, confirm me that we have to complete the practical regarding the slinky. Just see, the first experiment was to find the density of a substance heavier than water. The second one was to verify Archimedes principle, and after that the third one was to verify the law of reflection of sound. Three already we have done. Confirm me, the fourth one is remaining, na? Yes, anyone? Yes, sir. So today I am in laboratory in my school, physics laboratory. So I think by today, if I complete it, then during the online class, I will not get another chance. So today I will just try to complete the last experiment. So you need to ready with pen and paper. So whatever will be required, you will use that pen paper to note down, and I will show you. Just see here, I have kept the apparatus with me. This is the slinky. Is it clear? This is long stretched spring. Just I am showing you. Just see. Long stretched. This is called slinky. This is a spring. A spring like a structure. Just see. This is a long, very long. And this is a stopwatch that measures the time taken by the wave or pulse to pass. Just see, when I will create a wave, just see, it will generate and it will move to the other end. So this is the slinky. You need to see, you need to know how does it look. This is slinky. This is long stretched spring. So just note down. I will just show you, and I will start today's class with the experiment for today. Just note down, provide the heading, and we will perform the experiment. So it was simply experiment number 4. Experiment number 4. That will be 2222. M. Aim of the experiment. Just note down, and then we will perform. Main target is to look after the experiment how it can be performed. Today I will perform. If you will be available in offline class, then you will visit the laboratory, you can perform yourself. Okay, so as earlier we have visited the laboratory to see the demonstration setup. We will again visit when you will be available offline. So first of all, you need to move forward with the aim of the experiment. You need to write in detail. I am just writing in short. This is aim or aim of the experiment. What is our aim? To determine the speed of a pulse propagated in a slinky. This is our aim. We have to measure, we have to determine the speed of the slinky, sorry, pulse. Pulse means what? This pulse means a small disturbance. You can also write here instead of just see. This is pulse or in bracket you can write wave. Pulse means a small disturbance. This is for very short time. So we have written here. Is it visible now? Okay, then listen. Here video will be provided in the group. Video will be sent. Here it is clear. Recording is very very clear. So just see and here try to listen the words. I am just trying to make the video clear. It's very clear. Aim is just listen and note down. To determine the speed of a pulse, pulse means wave, propagated in a slinky. Slinky. Slinky means a stretched, long stretched spring. Now, after this, operators required. Operators required. Just see, this is simply written for the purpose that you can also watch the recording and I will show you the arrangement, the operators one by one. After writing this, I will show you. So what do you need? First of all, a slinky is required, a stopwatch is required. After that, measuring tape. Measuring tape. Measuring tape or meter scale can also be used. Measuring tape, one nail is required and any rigid support. Rigid support like wall. So just see which type of materials we require. Rigid support means simply the wall. One end of this slinky should be fixed with the wall with the help of nail. Another end we will keep it while stretched with our hand. So one nail is required to fix this slinky with the wall, table, anything. After that, theory. What is the theory? Our target is to determine the speed. A speed formula. A speed V is equal to D upon T. Distance traveled per unit time. In the case of the wave, means simply the distance traveled per unit time why the pulse or wave propagated in the slinky is called its speed. Speed means here our target is to determine the speed of that pulse, not my speed. If you have to observe my speed, then how much distance I have covered per unit time, that will be my speed. So you can also write the distance. What is happening? Okay, is it clear now? Okay, it's clear. So just listen. Theorem is the distance traveled per unit time by the pulse or okay, okay. Okay. So now just see whatever we had discussed, simply we are trying to find that our target is to find the speed. So the distance traveled per unit time by the pulse or wave propagated in or through the slinky is called its speed. Therefore, V is equal to d by t. This speed distance traveled per instance. We all know only this is for pulse. What is the distance covered by this pulse? In what time? That is just note down. Note down and then we will calculate. We will see the value how it can be done. So formula already we have written. Our time is simply we have to use this formula distance time. If you know these two value you can find this. And one thing more, listen, if the same operators you use to find the speed in each and every case you will not get the same answer. Why? Because we have to create the disturbance first. Disturbance means if a stretched rubber is there, if you pluck it, it will move in the form of wave. So in each and every time when you pluck, different forces are applied. So different pulse will be created. It will be take different time. So you can't say, sir, we have to repeat 2 or 3 times. No. Here you don't. You have to not follow the same process as we have followed earlier. So only once we will do, and in each and every time, suppose the same distance given, I have to run cover that. Sometimes I may take 10 seconds, sometimes may I take 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. So in different cases, different time will be taken by the body. So similarly, we have to find this speed. So only once we will prepare. Now, I'm just coming to the process. Just see the arrangement. See the arrangement. This is the stopwatch. Just see the stopwatch. You see, it is simply set up at 0. Just see when it will be a start. Just see. Now I am going to start. See when you will stop this. So this is 6-7 seconds. Okay. So the time taken by the pulse can be found. Again, it can be set up at 0. Just see when it is at 0. So this is the slinky. Just see one end it should be just here. How will you draw the diagram? I will tell you. It is a stretched slinky. Just see. It is a long stretched slinky which have been placed on a table. What will happen when you will just see? You will just see a wave is created. The wave will move in the form of pulse and it will cover this distance. So actually this is stretched up to a suitable distance. Why? When you will create here the pulse, just see, it will move. It will move and it will reach at the second end. So what will happen? What will happen? We will see that actually the pulse is reaching very soon, so that just see due to network problem many problems are being created. So what will happen when you will start the stopwatch and just it will be produced and you have to stop when it will reach at the second end. So the distance should be very long so that time taken can be noted down by using the stopwatch. So the length of the slinky, just see with the help of tape, you will measure this length. What is the length? This can be measured. So this will be measured. So this length will be give us the value of the distance, and the time taken can be measured with the help of the stopwatch. This stopwatch. Once again, see how it is started. When you create the pulse, start. See, the needle is moving. When the pulse have reached, you will stop. It will again come to the hair and it will just move. Just see if it has reached, you will just down, stop, stop. Again you have to perform this, done. Again it has come to zero. So this is the way by using this stopwatch, the time taken to cover this distance means length of the slinky will give the distance. So this distance can be measured by using measuring tape, and the time to cover this distance by the pulse can be given by the stopwatch. And by putting these values, we can find the value of that particular speed of that particular wave. So this is the way how to cover. So just see, as far as the process are concerned, procedure, after this you need to go through the procedure. In procedure, what to write, you will write accordingly. First of all, what we have done and what will be the diagram. Just see. This is the rigid support. Support means suppose this is wall. With the help of nail, this is nail. The slinky stressed by fixing it on the one end, or you can take it on a table. On a table, you can also take on a table. So in the material for table, it is just stressed. So this is the distance d, and when the pulse will be created at one end, the stopwatch will be on. When it will reach here, stopwatch will off. The time is noted with the help of stopwatch, and by measuring the length of this stress cylinder. This D is, just see, length of a stretched slinky. This will give us the value of distance, and time taken will be noted down with the help of a stopwatch. And by using the formula, we can find the speed of the pulse propagated through that particular slinky. Just mention the tones, whatever material required we have used, it should be mentioned. So in procedure, what will you do? We will take the slinky and keep it stretched, and its one end is fixed with the nail through the rigid support, that is wall. At one end of the wall or table, you can write. Table, if you are using, you will write material required rigid support table. It is stretched, and at one end the pulse is generated, wave is created. The wave reaches the second. With the help of a stopwatch, the time taken to reach the wave from end A, suppose it is A, is B, is noted down with the help of stopwatch. The length of the stretched cylinder is measured with the help of measuring tape. This will give us the value of T, and by using the formula V equal to D by T, we can find the speed of the pulse propagated in a cylinder. Any doubt, any problem, anyone? You can say, otherwise I will just prepare the observation table. In observation table, only one value of time means when you will create a disturbance here, stopwatch will be on. When this wave will reach at this point, stopwatch will be off. Then the wave here, just the wave this way. And when it reaches at this point, this wave takes what time to cover this distance, that time will be measured by stopwatch. That's why it should be taken very long stretch length, so that when the pulse is created, it should take some time so that we can stop, we can on, we can off. बहुत फास्ट होता है जी, इंस्टेंट, वेरी इंस्टेंट. तुम यहाँ पल्स क्रिएट किया सिस्टर, यहाँ ऑन किए तुरंत पहुंच भी गया, ऑफ भी नहीं करता. तो दो स्टॉप वॉच हम लोग रख लेंगे, एक बच्चा उसी पे होगा खड़ा, एक यहाँ पे स्टॉप वॉच जैसे क्रिएट किए ऑन, दूसरा बच्चा जैसे वहां पहुंचा ऑफ, ताकि पता चले कि कितना टाइम किया. वेरी लेस, 1 सेकंड, 2 सेकंड, 1 पॉइंट समथिंग सेकंड. सो वी विल जस्ट हैव अ डिस्कशन. कैसा होगा देखिए, सीरियल नंबर तो एक ही बार लेंगे. यहां पर हो गया लेंथ ऑफ स्ट्रेस्ड slinky. This will give us the value of d. Just see, this distance is known as distance or length of time taken by d, or you can say ab. ab we have shown here. Time taken by pulse to cover ab. Just see, this is d and this is time taken d. Length of stress link ab, which is d, and here a speed of pulse v d. Is it clear na? Just see. So length of this slinky we have measured with the help of measuring tape. What is the length? Of course, the speed should be mentioned in SI unit meter per second. So length should be in meter, time should be in second. So suppose we have here a very short length I have alone, I can't perform. So I cannot write you while showing. I have shown you the arrangement, how it can be created. Once again, I would like to show you. Just see how the pulse will be created. Just see, just watch. This is very soon it reaches at the second inch. When I create the pulse disturbance, it reaches at second inch very soon. So I cannot on and off suddenly. That's why I am not going to show you the value, but I will provide you one of the way. Just see, this is the stretch slinky. You can just increase its length. Just see how I am moving, forward. So you can increase the length of the slinky is up to a suitable length. You need to stretch it so that the value can be identified. So here I am just a limited value. Suppose the length of slinky I am showing is about 75 centimeter. Suppose 75 centimeter. This is the length of the slinky. So what is the time taken by the pulse to reach that particular point? If suppose any value you can take, 75, if I take the value that can be divisible, 5 seconds, 15 meter per second, or 10 seconds, 7.5, 15 seconds, so much time will not be taken. Suppose it takes 5 seconds. So speed will be, V will be 75 by 5, 15 meter per second. Just see, this is the way how to find the, if you go through the another serial number, the same answer will not be repeated. Suppose the length is same, but the time taken may be different, because you are creating pulse. You are not going to measure how much force you are applying. So this time it may be the pulse will move faster, it will move slower. so the speed will be differ. In each and every case, if you move the same body move, but still the time taken may be different. So just see, this is one of the way how we have calculated the speed of a pulse propagated through the sling. Now, after this, what should be the precaution? You need to complete your copy. Already theoretical portions have been completed in syllabus. All things I have taught. Questions are discussed. You need to keep ready. I will just ask you for the copy. If the order comes for offline classes, then here I will check. Otherwise, I will see your copy while opening your videos during online class. And today, by today only, you have to complete this practical also. So this was the last practical. So we have already completed our all the practicals as per our syllabus. So you have to keep ready your physics notebook, physics practical, both. I will collect. Okay. What precautions should be taken while performing such experiment? You need to know what should be the precaution. First of all, the precaution we know we are unable to get this time if the length will be not suitable. So first precaution should be that the length of the stretch length should be suitable. Suitable word use karo. Suitable means so that we can use the stopwatch for the measurement of the time. अभी हम दिखाए जी इधर स्लिंकी में पल्स क्रिएटेड स्टॉपवॉच ऑन किए ऑफ करने के पहले ही ब्रेक पहुंच तो length will be appropriate so that it can be measured. The pulse is moving from point A to B. It can be noted down. First point precaution: the slinky should be stretched up to a suitable length. Clear? Slinky should be stretched to a suitable length. This is first. Second, its one end should be fixed properly. Properly means ऐसा ना हो कि stretch कर रहे हैं इधर फट जाए. So that this length can be measured accurately. Okay. And second, first was this. Second one, it one end should be fixed properly. You can write here. Its one end should be fixed properly. इनको इस एंड को विद द हेल्प ऑफ नेल प्रॉपर वे में फिक्स करेंगे so that we can get the value of the value accurately. And other you can also write all the readings should be taken carefully. That comes for all the experiments. That all the values should be taken carefully. Clear? Any doubt? Anyone you can ask. Yes. Any problem? This is for today's class. Last practical, theory खत्म, practical भी खत्म. सारे practical हम लोग ऑफलाइन किए थे. ये ऑनलाइन हम दिखा दिए. पैसा अरेंजमेंट है क्या है सब कुछ. जरूरत होगा ऑफलाइन होंगे हम लोग आकर के लेबोरेटरी में फिर से एक बार करेंगे. लेकिन टेक केयर, स्कूल जैसे ही खुलने का आदेश आते हैं हमें प्रैक्टिकल कॉपी और नोट कॉपी दोनों चाहिए इमीडिएट. कोई अब टाइम अलग से हम नहीं देंगे. आज कल कोर्स खत्म हो गया थ्योरी, आज प्रैक्टिकल. तो आज से लेकर फ्राइडे तक तुम्हारे पास टाइम है, रेडी कर लो और सैटरडे को अपना प्रिपेयर करो फॉर संडे टेस्ट. और रेडी रहोगे सर मंडे को आप स्कूल बुला कर पढ़ाई मांगे या ऑनलाइन मांगे. आई एम रेडी विथ माय होमवर्क. दिस इज योर होमवर्क. So you know final practical copy is submitted in the laboratory. So I will collect it roll wise. सो गेट रेडी, नहीं तो जरूरत पड़ेगा तो फिर हम तो टाइम दे चुके हैं इतना, जरूरत पड़ेगी तो फिर दूसरा भी उपाय किया जाएगा जिससे तुम एक्टिव हो सके, ठीक है ना। तो आई थिंक you all have completed. I have checked many times. I have checked the copies of 9A and 9B times. Most of you have completed. So the sum of the remaining works is left. I will check it. So simply after the theory, you need to draw the diagram. So many more diagrams students draw. In some cases, they show the slinky. What is a slinky? A statue is looking like the. Let's see. Let's see. Sometimes some students draw the diagram. This is slinky. Sometimes they show how the wave is created. And suppose this is the wall. So if the wave has created, just see, when I pluck it, it moves in this way. In this way, it will go. This is moving in this way, in the form of pulse disturbance. It is moving from one end to another end. So different figures can be shown, but I need to say the required figure. Mainly, you need to draw this. This is the and this is the diagram which is showing distance, time. This is the length of a stationary. A and B I have written so that which can be represented as AB equal to D. So V is equal to D by T. So the speed can be found. Any doubt, any problem to anyone? You may ask, because from the next class we will start the revision work. Revision means that chapters which is for our further examination. We will have a discussion. So you have been also provided the syllabus. Our school has provided you the syllabus. So you can see, you can go through the syllabus and then we will discuss those chapters or topics which may be asked in the examination. Earlier, whole book, it was, if this time it will be whole book, then we will go through all the chapters. If only some of the selected chapters, have you seen the syllabus for the second term exam? I think work and energy and gravitation is one. Can anyone confirm me? Yes. It is only two chapters. Sound already out of syllabus. We have completed. So gravitation and work energy. Work energy just. So we will again start with gravitation. And very interesting chapters you all know. Very interesting chapter is this. And some of the numerical is also very helpful. I had also provided you my some separate numericals which is out of the NCERT book. So we had enjoyed a lot. There was no any problem in solution of the numerical. So once again we will start. But take care. This will be easier only when you will be free that yes, I have completed copy, I have done my work, sir, and I have also checked the copy. Then both have completed our duty. Then we will move through the revision work. So your target is to complete notebook. My target is to check the note copy prepared by. After that we will. Okay. So this is for today's class. Up to this, yes. Result you can write. Result simply you can write. Determination we have to do. After the observation table, you need to write the result. You can write the speed of the pulse propagated is 15 meter per second. Whatever you have obtained, you can write that. Once again, in result, what will you write? The speed of the pulse is itna. of the pulse propagated through the slinky is about 15 meter per second. Yes, we have missed. We need to say something regarding this. Whenever question was to define, mute, sorry, mute yourself. Sound is coming from your side. So in result, you will write that the speed of the pulse propagated through the slinky is about 15 meter per second. Then you will write this precaution. I think this is for today's class. We will start our next class from the next topic, that is in NCRT book. So that will be started in our next class. Once again, I am showing you the arrangements